Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Cover 2 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Lawson Turner, and let's dive right into it. So, Angel Reese, over the week, yesterday, she broke the WNBA record for most consecutive double-doubles in a season, well, all time, actually, with 13 straight double-doubles. And it's fantastic when we see these rookies, her and Caitlin Clark, who she's going to be compared to and linked with for the entirety of their careers, do things that no one's ever done before. Caitlin Clark, over the weekend, also broke an NBA record. She became the first rookie to record a triple double, which leads to this question right here. Has Angel Reese closed the gap to potentially win Rookie of the Year? I think not only has she closed the gap, I think she's taken just a hair in the lead due to this thing that I'm about to say. She is currently leading the WNBA in rebounds per game. And that's not taking anything away from Caitlin Clark because she's also up there in assists per game. She's second in the WNBA in assists per game, which it's fantastic to see these two players, because coming out, it's Caitlin Clark, no doubt, number one overall. And the Fever took her, and she has been fantastic. For the totality of the season, she's averaged 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 7.4 assists, which, like I mentioned, is second in the WNBA. And Angel Reese, 14 and 12. That's what she's essentially averaging. 14 and 12 versus 16, 6, and 7. And the biggest thing early on for me that I wanted to see how long would it take Angel Reese to, work on and develop her efficiency. She was very inefficient to start. And over the past 13 games, in which she's recorded a double-double in every single one of those games, in 6 of them she has shot over 50%, or right at 50%, which is great because we're starting to see both of these players, mold into their games. And it's all about gaining confidence and reps. And you saw instantly there's a jump in difficulty and physicality coming from college to the WNBA. When you look at both of these players and their respective teams, their records are very, very close. Angel Reese, 8 and 12 in the Chicago Sky. They are 8 and 12 and are currently the 8 seed, which means if the season ends today, they're in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, 9 and 13, and they're the 7 seed. Once again, both of these players and their teams would make the playoffs. Now, for all of these awards, I'm not saying that playoffs matter because they don't, because it's a regular season award. What I think it's going to come down to, I think it's going to come down to, well, how did they look when they played against each other? And Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky 2 out of the 3 games that they have played this season. And if you look, the first game, it was meh for both players, and 2 of these 3 games came down and were decided by a singular point. 1 point was the difference between 2 of these 3 games. In the second game, Caitlin Clark got the better of Angel Reese from a stat perspective. In the first game, Caitlin Clark, 2 C's, had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 for 11, and 2 for 9 from 3. That's a solid, it's an okay game. Obviously not the game Caitlin wants. She's more efficient than that, especially from 3, while Angel Reese had 8 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 of 9 shooting. And I'm not going to claim to be, I watch every WNBA game. I'm so knowledgeable about it and this, that, and the third. But I'm going off of numbers and watching, and I get attracted to the TV when, Reese and Clark are going to play. And Angel Reese was getting a lot of shit the other week for when, this long quote, well, the quote that got highlighted was, the WNBA is not just getting, eyes on it just because of Caitlin Clark. It's also getting eyes on it due to Angel Reese, and it's a league that over the past couple of years has been growing little by little by little by little. And it's great that when you see someone as polarizing as Caitlin Clark was in college go to the WNBA, and everyone's like, now so many more people are watching it. So many people are now actually wanting to, go and attend these games, in which attendance was a big problem. But let's stay at the topic at hand for Rookie of the Year. In the second game, Caitlin Clark had the way better game. She had 23 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 7 of 11 from the floor, and 3 for 7 from 3. While Angel Reese struggled, was she had 11 points, 13 rebounds, double double, and 5 assists, and was 4 for 13. Once again, it's an efficiency thing. And a, lo- a lot of her offensive rebounds, some of them are from her missing shots, but follow your shots. And there's nothing wrong with, you can miss shots, but at the end of the day, these women are rookies. That's it. They are rookies, and it's just going to take time. Did I expect any of these two women to break any records this season? No. But I thought that they both would be good, and I thought both of them needed to grow into their game. And for the last game that they played against each other, I thought both were fantastic. Caitlin Clark, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, and 4 steals. 5 of 11 from the floor, 5 of 9 just from 3. While Angel Reese, on the other hand, in the Chicago Sky's only win over the Fever this season, 25 points, 16 rebounds, 8 for 12 from the floor. I can't wait to see how this is going to end up, because the betting odds right now show that it's Caitlin Clark by a landslide. But I wouldn't count out Angel Reese, because I think that she's having a fantastic season. Once again, with the double-double record is something that, how far does she stretch it? Because if she can extend this record to 15, 16, 18 games, it's the I was about to say the legend is growing, but that'd be a crazy term to say. Oh, the legend of, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They're young, nice players. They are really good for their roles and for their position, and I can't wait to see how the rest of this WNBA season goes out. I wanted to post more because it's interesting. It's flatly interesting to see these two women. They're not dominating as in, leading the league in scoring, leading the league in, this. But it's fascinating to watch them play and see their growth. Because I do think these are I'm not saying that they're the two faces of the WNBA, but they're going to be linked together. We've seen two rookies or young players be linked together, whether it be a rivalry, because it's a emotional rivalry that we've all seen, and it started, 2 years ago in college. And it's like, there's a little ish there. There's a little bit of tension, and that's what makes sports awesome, is that we can get our emotions invested in it, and then we can, have our opinions and talk about it, which is what I'm doing right now. But I'm gonna stop rambling and wrap this video up. As always, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Cover 2 podcast. And be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions, concerns in the comments section below. And answer this. Do you guys think that Angel Reese has closed the gap with Caitlin Clark? And do you even have her in the lead for the WNBA Rookie of the Year? As always, thank you so much for watching. For the Cover 2 podcast, I'm Lawson Turner, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.